Recording.
Hey everybody, welcome to our summer series, our first summer series call. Erin and I are so excited to be bringing the team call to you guys at a new time over the next 2 months. So hopefully this call works out for more people who are unable to make the evening call, but we're just so excited about today's content. We have a few announcements, we have some recognition, and then we're just going to cut to the chase. So our goal is to keep this call, on the shorter side of things rather than the longer side of things. So fingers crossed, don't hold your breath though, but we will do our best. Okay. We get long-winded. We're very passionate. So it just happens sometimes. So we just want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody who's tuning in live. Thanks to everybody who's going to catch this recording. We just got done with a Soul Sisters collaboration at the pool. We like to work poolside. We got a lot accomplished, and so here we are ready to speak to you guys today. So happy summer. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're starting summer off with the summer sales here at Team Beachbody. They were launched yesterday on the 5th, I believe, and then I think like maybe today in Canada. But nonetheless, there's some really awesome things on special right now, like super deep discount. So you want to take a look in Fit Fighter Nation. Erin was able to post both the US and Canada prices, so you're going to want to make sure to pay attention to the two difference, because obviously, Canada is going to be a little bit more expensive than US, but nonetheless, take a look at that. The summer sales are awesome. I think Erin was mentioning Derm Exclusive is one of those things on there. I know a lot of the DVDs, a lot of the fitness programs are available. Hold please. Just go ahead. Okay, I'm so sorry. I had a child who apparently can't follow instructions interrupt me, but story of my life. Welcome to summer here at the Buzzard household. But anyway, I promise I'm really nice to my kids most of the time. So if that sounded mean, sorry. Anyway, okay. So the summer sale. So take a look at Fit Fighter Nation. The picture is going to be amazing for you to take a look. And also it's important to share that with your challengers, because there are people who are interested in, getting a variety in their library. There are some people who really love the DVDs. I know like some old school people would prefer to have the DVDs over the all access. So definitely make sure you're sharing that with your people, sharing that with your downline, sharing that with your challengers, your customers, and that sort of thing, because there's some amazing deals and they do sell out pretty quickly. So you're going to want to be in the know when it comes to the summer sale. Also, starting next Monday, June 12th, is the kickoff of our Shaun T Week. And Beachbody obviously is bringing us some amazing new Shaun T workouts during that week. So I think they're going to be amazing and challenging and wonderful, and we're going to get our sweat on for sure. But we have a team-wide challenge group, coaches only, starting on June 12th. And it's actually already launched. We've already posted in there. We've already got everybody kind of in and ready. And there's so much mad energy in there already. And basically, we're going to commit to that first week of the Shaun T transformation, the Shaun T week. And then we're going to commit to 4 weeks beyond that of any Shaun T program. So, size, Insanity Max 30. Erin and I are doing Insanity Asylum. I know we have some other people who are committing to that as well, but it's really just an opportunity for us to share best practices in our challenge groups, and also to get some insane results and really just build community. So we really want to encourage you guys to get in there. There's still time to get in there if you're not already in there. So that's going to be an amazing opportunity to learn and grow. And you guys really want to encourage your coaches who might just be kind of like on the fence or considering working this business or not, to get in there, because it's going to be a great way for them to learn from our Star Diamond leaders. I mean, it's going to be amazing off the hook. So Shaun T Week starts June 12th, but if you're interested, please get yourself in that challenge group by filling out the form. Let Erin or I know so that we can get you guys in there just as soon as possible and get the party started. Okay, another thing I want to talk about. So, and the reason why I want to bring this up is because I was trying to connect a client with the Shakeology Portion Fix Challenge Pack that's only available to those people who bought Beachbody On Demand isolated without a challenge pack. It's kind of like the fill in the blank type, fill in the missing piece type challenge pack that's only for those people who have the Beachbody On Demand, who bought that separately. So anyway, apparently that's not going to be available until like in the June 26th range. So that is the Shakeology plus the Portion Fix. That's not quite available yet. So that might save you some steps if you're trying to find that. But we also have the The Shakeology with the Beachbody All Access for a year, that is on special, continued special for $160. That is basically all I am selling these days. I mean, I'm just going to tell you that's what I'm recommending to everybody. But, you know, there are some other options that we can recommend as well. But you know, really just getting the people the most for their money, I think is really where it's at. The next thing I want to talk about is the Sparta Surge. Okay, we are so blessed that Julie Boris, who is now my grandma, she is now Aaron Young's mom, okay, officially. But anyway, Julie Boris, our Superstar Diamond upline, is really bringing down the house with a special guest, none other than CEO Carl Daikeler. He is going to be the special presenter on the Sparta Surge, and that is actually going to be Thursday. And the date on that is, today's the 6th, the 9th. No, 6, 7, 8, the 8th. Is that correct, Aaron? It's Thursday at 8 p.m.? 8 p.m.? Perfect. This Thursday, 8 p.m. on June 8th, he will be coming to Sparta Nation. I believe is it 2 hours? It's 2 hours long, and Aaron's going to be speaking. Our very own Ashley Kaiser is going to be sharing. Julie's going to be sharing, and then, of course, Carl Daikeler, and I'm sure there's going to be some other names as well. But it's going to be an amazing way to get your summer started off right. I will say, you know, speaking on behalf of you know, kind of the team as a whole, May was rough for some people, okay? But we also had some amazing things that happened in May. We had our Leadership Impact Academy, and I know that I'm already feeling the residual benefits of the Leadership Impact Academy. I've already hit Success Club in June, and I'm so happy because that makes me feel like all of the hard work I put in May is really paying off, which we told you would happen, okay? So hopefully you are starting to see some of that amazing kind of reward. Those of us who are in the Leadership Impact Academy, you're starting to see some of that come to fruition. Because again, remember, it's all about, you know, planting seed, building relationship, and recognizing that, you know, this business doesn't always give you that immediate gratification. In fact, it never gives you that immediate gratification, but that your work is absolutely going to the greater good. Okay, so as noted, you guys are aware, you're here now at our 2 p.m. new time for our summer series calls. That's going to happen the third Tuesday in June as well as in July. Only our first call in July is moved to the 5th because of the holiday. So that will be on the 5th at 2 p.m. And then, of course, the third Tuesday in July as well will be a 2 p.m. call. So you want to make sure you're getting those dates down, marking your calendar. The calendar for June is posted both in SoulFit Nation as well as in Fit Fighter Nation. So please pay attention to that because there's some amazing things coming. We're going to do a 3-day sneak peek. We're doing it a little bit differently this time, but nonetheless, it's going to be amazing off the hook. And we really want to get everybody involved. There's also going to be an Emerald Blitz. Again, it went so well in the past that we're doing it again. And then there is a new coach kind of training that we're going to be doing right in the Fit Fighter Nation team page. So you want to make sure you are paying attention to that and getting your people in there. We also have the amazing leadership retreat. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about with our announcements. We have a leadership retreat that is taking place for our team builders. Aaron and David have been so kind to put this amazing leadership retreat on for us. There's going to be amazing trainings and fitness and friendship and sisterhood and bonds and plus a brother. But nonetheless, it's going to be amazing. And I'm just so super excited for it. Everybody's kind of getting ready because we're leaving Thursday and everybody's making plans to be away, and we're just chomping at the bit. So on behalf of the entire team, I just want to say thank you to Erin for all of the work that she's put in with the leadership retreat. I mean, I've been by her side through it all, and I'm just like, girl, you amaze me. Like, she's such an inspiration, and to put this on all while like managing a life and family and work-life balance, and then to be asked to do the wake-up call and like say, sure, of course I'll do it, all while balancing the leadership retreat. I mean, it's pretty spectacular, which is why you are our fearless leader, and we love you so much. So with that, I will turn it over to my beautiful soul sister, Erin. She's going to cover some recognition.
Okay, well, Erica led us to that. So I just want to recognize all of our coaches who have qualified for our leadership retreat. So to remind you guys of the qualifications, our coaches had to be a team builder for 3 out of 4 months, February, March, April, and May. And so to be a team builder, it means that you are hitting Success Club, and then at least 2 of your other coaches have Success Club points on the board. So In my opinion, a team builder is the epitome of a coach who is building a strong foundation in their business with the goal of moving up the leadership ladder, of building and creating more leaders on their team. And so our coaches who achieve that, I want to give them a shout out below. And when you guys see them, I want you to give them a shout out or go to their page and tell them congratulations, because they showed consistency over time, and it's really amazing. And I think that it's just going to be a great group of people. We're going to come back and we're going to share everything with our teams. And it should just be something that re-energizes and reinvigorates this entire team. I think this team is doing incredible things, but I think even more amazing things are going to happen as a result. So Megan Harrell, Erica Buzzard, Natalie Johnson, Courtney Baird, Jenny Fellows, Laura Collier, who's on the call, Shannon Daly, Christina Martin, Stephanie Behringer, who's on the call, Ashley Kaiser, and Lindsay Rorich. So very, very excited for all of you all, and I cannot wait to see you. Our Surge is going to kick off our leadership retreat, which I think is so cool. And Ashley is going to fly and drive to Lake Michigan from California and speak on a Surge. So that girl, you guys are going to have to send her some love on Thursday because she's nervous. But it's going to be really amazing because I want you all to show up to show mad love and respect for an opportunity given for you. This is the whole team I'm talking to. This Surge is for you. Like I mean, the honest truth is I went to Julie and said, we need to have a Surge. We need to get Carl to speak to us. And she's like, okay. So to be honest, I planted that seed because I want you all to have Carl just for you, to speak truth and motivation, inspiration into you. So I don't want you to take this, oh, we've got the Surge thing lightly. I want you to be like, no matter what, on Thursday night, like you're there. Whether you have to have earbuds in, sitting at a game, or you have to get a sitter or whatever, like this is one of those things that you make it a priority. Sure, it's going to be recorded. Sure, you can come back to it later. But we have a retreat going on, and we are going to pause everything and be right there and ready to go, and so I want you to know that whether you're on vacation or whether whatever's going on, this is something that like you show up for. You show up for it. If Julie is going to show up and speak, if Carl is giving us his time, and our other coaches are going to be showing up to give you their best practices and motivation, inspiration, we show up for those kind of things, okay? So I just wanted to put that bug in your ear. So today we are going to jump into our content. And I'm timing us, and so we're already at 12 minutes, Erica. So we want to make sure we're just right on this, okay? So we're going to jump in today, and we are going to be talking about Instagram and how you can move your business forward with Instagram, because I know that this team seems to be a very like Facebook focused team, because that's how we were, right? And you kind of like follow your leader. And I know a lot of you guys are wanting and seeing an opportunity here on Instagram, and I feel the exact same way Erica has, and we've been intentionally going that direction and learning and kind of figuring it out and taking trainings and paying attention. And so today I'm really excited to come to you with this. And we met today and we feel really good and confident because we feel like we can give you good advice now on Instagram. We can lead you in the right direction. And that's what we're going to do today. Now, we're not going to be sharing screens on a phone or anything like that, so you've got to put your listening ears on and write some notes down, and then go back to Instagram and apply all of these things. So today's going to be how to and our suggestions. And this is different from Facebook. If you know how to use Facebook, good. Instagram is different. Okay. So Erica, let's do this.
Yes. And so just to kind of piggyback on what Erin said, I mean, Facebook has really gotten us to where we are as a team, I would say, but Facebook is not as popular as it once was. Okay. And so we need to recognize that the nature of the way the business is moving in the direction of Instagram. And so we want to get on that train. Now, hopefully we've already done some things to get us on that train, but today's call, we really want you guys to have some tangible things that you can start doing now, wherever you are on that spectrum of like rocking out Instagram to like, what the heck is Instagram? Okay. We really want to give all of those people along that spectrum some ways to really grow and to start doing this in a way that's exciting. I mean, we want you to be excited about this. We want you to feel like this is an incredible opportunity, because Instagram is an insane opportunity. Anybody in the world of social media who does any type of business online is going to tell you that Instagram is the way to go. And we have determined that Instagram, of all the other social media platforms, Pinterest, Snapchat, is really where we need to go. So as a team, we're going to be moving into the direction of Instagram, okay, starting now. And so Instagram is just such an amazing way for people to really get a look into your life. I mean, it's like a day in the life, but you really have this opportunity to connect with people through pictures, through videos, through Instagram stories, which the way we're kind of thinking of Instagram stories is it's like a day in the life. So it's really going to be more than just a post. It's going to be more than just like, me sitting here trying to think of something clever and then like, getting a really cool picture and like then posting it. I mean, an Instagram story is something that's going to basically be like a snapshot of your life. And so Aaron and I have really been going all in with our Instagram stories these days. And we have really seen, just by way of using the Instagram story, a massive increase in our followers and the people who are watching, because Instagram story, you can immediately see who is watching. It tells you everybody who is watching your Instagram story. So today, as we're talking, we really want you to understand that, yes, we're talking about Instagram as a social media platform, but more than anything, we want to encourage you guys, and there will be a call at the end for you guys to act and really start working with Instagram story. And it's much like on Facebook. If you've gone live on Facebook for the first time, it's going to be a little different, but nonetheless, you guys have the skill set and the ability, and it's a super fun way to interact with people and to show people who you are, because that is essentially what Instagram is all about. All right, Aaron, let's hear what types of things they should be sharing on Instagram.
Yes. So right now, we are assuming, I'm going to be clear with my assumptions, I'm communicating clearly, thanks to the 4 agreements, that you are ready to start using Instagram in addition to Facebook. Okay, that's my assumption. So I do feel that the content you put on Instagram is going to be different than the content you put on Facebook. Could it be the same? Yes. But I know that my content on Facebook that could be like really popular may not be at all on Instagram. Okay. But here's what I want you to think about. I post less on Instagram than I do on Facebook. Facebook, I post 3 to 5 times a day, always, no matter what. And they're more just like casual selfies or food shots or what my kids are doing, or like Tyler at a soccer game or something like that. Just like totally lifestyle and really way more casual. And Tyler's looking in here. And then Instagram, I'm posting less, 1 to 2 times a day. And I'm posting something much more thoughtful, much more introspective, something that is going to be more revealing of my story, or something that's more like it would be in a magazine, like outfit of the day. Whereas my Facebook following doesn't care as much about what I'm wearing, but an Instagram following does, especially using the hashtag outfit of the day, OOTD. Okay. So what I'm posting on Instagram is revealing my 5 pillars. Okay. What I believe in, what I stand for, our coach life, my family, what I'm fighting for, what I believe in, but it takes it a different level. Okay. It is more, I want you to think of it as more of a magazine highlight reel. Okay. And it does reveal more, but it also, sometimes I reveal more with less writing, okay, than I might on Facebook. So right now, I want you're like, I don't even know what this looks like. I don't even know what you're saying. I think that you should go look at 2 coaches. There's 3 coaches you could probably do this really well with. But if you look at Bonnie Engel, or you look at Chelsea Pearson, who I think on Instagram is Chelsea Blush, okay, or if you go to Kelsey Shackley. So Kelsey Shackley, Chelsea Blush, I'm like making myself laugh over here, or Bonnie Engel. You're going to see a lot of personality, of voice, and of story that's just dripping through. You're also going to see photos that are very thoughtful and that are very just well done, that are more like a magazine, okay? And less like, I don't know, just casual, okay? And that content is going to be something that the right people are going to connect to. They're always talking to their ideal avatar or client or coach, the person that they're wanting to bring on board, they're talking to, and they're always planting a seed of coach life, of success on health and fitness journey, of the struggles on a health and fitness journey, of working with them. And you'll notice they're never showing their shake, okay? And if they're drinking a shake, it might be in a different cup. It's not in their Shakeology cup or their 3-day refresh cup. Or they're talking about their superfood smoothie, they're talking about their cleanse, they're talking about their detox, because there's so many people are inundated with multi-level marketing, with coaches who are spammy, that if you were to go to their page and scroll and look at their grid, you're not going to see anything that looks spammy whatsoever. You're only going to be like, oh my gosh, that is the cutest outfit. Where did she get that? Or wow, this girl is really rocking it right now. So I want you to take a look to see what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying that I've got it all figured out. I feel like every day is an experiment, and I want you to be okay with that. And I want you to pay attention to what is working and what is not working. No, I'm not going to approve an app right now. So Tyler, so I want you to kind of do that, do your own homework in that aspect. And so with that being said, I want to kind of also talk to you for a second, and I'll just talk about some of the best apps that we recommend using. You do need to pay attention and use a great filter, a great app. And two of the ones Erica and I talked about that we like is I just started using Snapseed. Okay, and I think that this app does a really great job for everything you need it to do, Snapseed. I also think that Afterlight is really good as well, and that's what Erica loves using is Afterlight, Lite, I believe. We also think that just using the fun filters that are on Snapchat, and there's even fun filters on Instagram stories now, using those are appropriate as well. Okay, so the content should still reveal your 5 pillars, but you want to post less on Instagram, maybe 1 or 2 times a day. Leaving seeds of what is possible if someone were to become friends or follow you. They want to look at your page and get inspirational, motivational content in terms of health, fitness, nutrition, of being a mom or being a nurse or whatever that is. They still want to get your personality. But if you take a step back, it's clean, it's unified, it's very easy to the eye. Like if you look at it, Bonnie and Kelsey, and if you look at Chelsea's their feeds and their grid on Instagram, it really does appear that they're all using the same filters. They're using a lot of the same fonts. It's kind of uniformed. It's almost sort of predictable in a way. If you go there, you're going to get a certain kind of content. What I know and what I've learned a lot is that writing on your photos that you're posting on Instagram is not attractive any longer. So a lot of us are making photos and we're writing last call, or today is the best day of my life, or you're putting font on top of photos, and that's no longer something that people are attracted to. They're really attracted to the photo itself and don't want to be distracted with any kind of writing or font or anything like that. So I might do that on Facebook and post the same photo on Instagram without the writing on the photo, and it does really well. So those are just some things to think about in terms of content. But I want you to thoughtfully reveal parts of your story and be a little bit more introspective and vulnerable, because I think you said this, Erica, I don't know, I can't remember. We talked about so many things before the call, is that the eyes on your story, the eyes on your feed on Instagram are the right ones, okay? Are the moms, and I'm saying this for me, are the moms, the busy moms, the people who like fashion, the people who are interested in health and fitness. You're not getting everyone and their brother like you are in Facebook who's scrolling past it. If someone follows you, it's the right person. So you're on Instagram, the most amazing thing is that you really do have the right eyes on you. You have your avatar looking at you because you're able to really, really focus on them. So you can get deeper with your subject matter, with your post on Instagram. And the deeper you go, better. Okay. So let's talk about like how to immediately update your profile, because your profile needs to be updated more likely than not. And so Erica's going to give you some like instant tangible things you can change right now to change your profile on Instagram so it's ready to go.
Yes, definitely going to include some information about the profile. I did want to say one thing though about what Erin said, just so you guys can kind of get where we're headed with this call. We're going to teach you how to really speak to your target, and really like how you know that the right eyes are on you, because there is kind of like a strategy and there is kind of like a name of the game when it comes to Instagram, which is so awesome because you really can with your whole heart understand that like you are putting out there what you want to attract. And so that's the super cool thing about Instagram. And you have the ability then to be very specific about who you work with, the type of people that you work with. And this is a way that we are breaking through the cold market, you guys. This is going to be kind of like our focus and really our way to attract the cold market, work with the cold market, and grow our cold market, which I know from the coaches I've spoken to, that's exactly what we need. Okay, so we're just really excited about this. So anyway, yeah, so your profile is going to be obviously something you need to consider, because what's going to happen is as you're interacting with somebody, they're going to click on your name and they're going to go to your profile and they're going to be like, okay, what's this Chicky Boom all about? Which is why it's important that you don't have just a picture of yourself with your 3-day refresh box and say like, I'm getting ready to do the 3-day refresh, because that immediately is going to be showing them that you are pushing a product. And we don't want to be product pushers. And I can tell you that everybody who I have signed up in the last couple of months has said, I don't want to sell. I don't have any sales experience. I don't want to push products on people. I don't want anybody to think like, oh, here comes Erica, like I'm going to turn and run because she's going to talk about the 3-day refresh. We don't want that. So the way you do that is you're sharing your journey, you're sharing your story. Again, don't assume that people know your story, because as you are adding followers every single day, growing your network every single day, and on Facebook, adding friends every single day, people are not hearing your story. So you've got to make sure you're telling your story every week, all the time, and sprinkling it in as often as possible. It doesn't have to be like the long drawn out sappy version, but just parts and bits and pieces of your story. Okay. So on your profile, you need to be aware that you've got to go for the quick attraction. So when you go through your Instagram profile, you want to see things that are eye-catching, things that are pretty, which is why we do encourage you to use the filters and really make eye-catching photos. Again, do content collection as you go along throughout your life. Don't feel like it has to be right there in that very moment where you take the picture and then post it. Like, I really believe that it's got to be, it's thought out. It's an intentional, well thought out thing. So anyhow, pick a profile picture that is going to be attractive. Okay. I mean, you will see a little bit more of the like body, I would say, like in Instagram, like profile pictures, you're going to see more of the like bikini shots, or you're going to see more of like sexy type photo. Do it within your comfort zone, but nonetheless, you want it to be like a very attractive photo of yourself. And then in your description, where you're kind of talking, like you've got like, I don't know how many characters you have, but you have this opportunity to like include like about you. And so that is where you're going to want to put, like, for example, I have wellness warrior, fitness trainer, empowering women, personal growth, mind, body, and soul transformation. And then I also have mama bear, because I want them to kind of get a gist of who I am, what I'm about. I would not put Beachbody Coach. I would not put, in my opinion, it's got to be presenting yourself in a good light in the areas that you feel are important and that you're going to be adding value. So the way you're going to be adding value to your followers, you want to make sure is there. And using emojis is hugely important as well on Instagram. And when you're communicating with people, because like Erin said, we're not going for like the kill, like the long novel here. In fact, Instagram doesn't even allow you to do like as long as you want post. It stops you. And sometimes you'll see people like it's continued in the first comment or continued in the second comment. Okay. Because really they want it to be about the picture. So you have to think about, it is about the visualization. It is about being aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And so you want to go through your Instagram profile, hoping you guys have one. If not, definitely go make one and scroll through and say like, oh my gosh, like, can I tell like what I'm about? Can I tell, what my values are, how I'm, adding value to the lives of others? What do I stand for? Like that sort of thing. Is my Instagram account within my 5 pillars of, like Erin said, coach life, you know, the values, the, you know, morals, what you stand for as a person, your interests, your hobbies, and that sort of thing. Okay. And here she has brought up the Instagram. Apparently you can get to Instagram via a computer. There were some questions asked about that. Yeah. And then also having a form up there is a really amazing way to promote like a challenge group or a free group, or if you have like a freemium of some sort, if you guys are familiar with that, like if you have some sort of like 10 steps to overcoming adrenal fatigue or something. I'm just saying that because I'm seeing Erin's profile right now. But if you have something like that, attaching a Google form is really great, because then what you can do is you can say, see form in bio or something like that. A lot of times you'll see people say something along those lines. But again, Erin's pictures are catchy. They look professional, which again is all the more reason why it's really cool to make an investment in a good phone, a good camera, because you're going to get great use out of it. And there's Kelsey Shockley's. But yeah, so you want to make sure that you're, you know, using emojis to get your thoughts and points and feelings across in your posts, as well as in your commenting and talking back and forth with your people. There was one other thing that I wanted to say that was on the tip of my tongue about Instagram. And now, I mean, there's a lot more things I want to say about it, but for some reason I'm kind of drawing a blank with it. So hopefully it will come to me. But for now, I will go ahead and turn it back over to Erin, and she's going to chat with you guys about hashtags. And I'll make a note if it comes to me. I think it was somewhat important, but we'll see how it goes. You're muted, Boo.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so I'm just bringing up Kelsey's because I'm talking about hashtags here. Okay, and we're not pulling up Kelsey to compare, but she was able to build her audience in about a year to this point, doing things really intentionally, and she was doing it with hashtags. So, so you will want to make sure that every time you post, you include as a separate set of comments, like you comment on your own post, like Kelsey did here. Okay, like she made a post about this. Okay, and it was, I mean, this is a great post. And then, but then as a separate comment, she's included hashtags. You can post up to 30 different hashtags, and I recommend that you should pick 30 hashtags to use. Okay, and so you can see that her hashtags are hashtags that perhaps her ideal client or customer, her avatar, would likely be using as well, where they are right now, where she has been before, just where she is on her journey. She's post, you know, pregnancy here, postpartum with twins. So she is attracting and relating to all those postpartum moms out there. So her hashtags are revealing where she's been on her journey and where she is currently on her journey, because she is legit still on her journey to get her body back, right, after baby. And so you can see some of her hashtags here: love your body, 5 months postpartum, postpartum fitness, postpartum body, mom bod, twin mom, identical twins, twin life, mom of 3, mom of 3. Okay, so you can see some of the hashtags that Kelsey's using. What happens is that people will search these hashtags, okay? And so I clicked on 5 months postpartum. So people who are also on Instagram and are using that hashtag, they're like, well, who else is 5 months postpartum? I need some moms out there, you know? People are searching hashtags to find their peeps, okay? And so if Kelsey, look, these are all the people like her, okay? And so hashtags allow people to find you and relate to you, and they also allow you to find other people to relate to. So one of your jobs will be sitting down to write out your list of hashtags you're going to use, okay? And what I've done is that I go through and I will search a certain hashtag. Like I might search mom life. Okay, well here's something good. When you go into search in Instagram, I can search in mom life, and I can see that there's 14 million different posts using that hashtag. So it's kind of general, which is good and bad. When you use a ton of general hashtags, that's when you start getting solicitors. Okay, speaking to Renee. When you use those, they're spammy in a way. Now, I think some of the right people will find you, but the solicitors are searching the most popularly used hashtags to find people to solicit to. Okay, so you also want to narrow it down a little bit. So you look mom lifestyle, mom life rocks. Okay, they're getting a little narrower, but they're also things that you can see yourself maybe using. Mom life, and so I can just type in mom life and see the other similar hashtags that I might use as part of mine. And one of the things that I will do is I'll sit down on Instagram intentionally and I'll search hashtags. And I'll be like, okay, and I'll just type in like healthy. Okay, hashtag, oops, there's mom life, That's kind of fun, actually. I'll type in healthy food. Okay, and so then I can see what other similar hashtags there are with healthy food. Okay, and so then maybe I want to use some of these. So some of the things that I do is I make 3 different sets of hashtags. And I have a set of hashtags for a fitness-related post, for a food-related post, and for like an inspirational, motivational kind of post. Okay? And what I've done is I've literally entered all of these hashtags into my notes on my phone. Okay? And so I've got 3 sets of lists. And then all I have to do is copy that list and then paste it as a comment underneath my Instagram post from my phone, okay? And that's the best way. And yeah, we recommend you using the same ones over and over and maybe tweaking as you go, and maybe doing that every, 3 or 4 weeks if it's working or not working. If it's working, then keep using it. I've been using the same set of posts for my morning inspirational posts on Instagram for a long time, and it's still doing a lot of great things. But I also have some original, unique ones that I use too that maybe don't have a lot of people using them because I don't want to attract everybody. I want to attract the right person. But also perhaps think about what are hashtags that relate to me, just to me, and so mom boss is one, but it's still really general. So is there another way to hashtag that you're a mompreneur kind of thing? So it's just something that you will have to do. You will want to hashtag every post you make. And you will also want to search hashtags when you start looking for the right people in your niche to follow. And we will get to that at the end because that's part of our call to action. Okay, Erica, so let's say that we have found our peeps. Okay, and we're starting to follow some people. We've searched, mom life or whatever. I want to do mom bod. I think that's kind of funny. Mom bod. Okay, mom bod love. Okay,
you look that up. Well, I kind of just address a couple of things. So yeah, I mean, the hashtags are a part of Instagram. But what's really the most important thing I think about the hashtag is using them as a search feature and connecting with people, and then the interactions that you're going to have based off of your hashtags. Okay.
Right. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean,
so let's say you use mom bod love and you're like, oh, this girl's totally cute. This is so fun. So this is somebody that you would want to click on and be like, is this somebody that's like me that I would want to connect to?
Exactly.
So you're using that hashtag to search others, followers.
Exactly. And so I just don't want anybody to think for those people who are new to Instagram that the hashtags that you post are what's going to completely build your following. What's going to build your following is you interacting with people. And that's why we really want to give you some skills to be able to have those interactions with people, because once you follow somebody or they follow you, or you found some people that you're like, oh my gosh, these people are totally like my soul sisters. These people are totally like my tribe. Then what? Okay. So that's what we want to talk to you guys about right now is then what? And so what the next step is going to be is you need to direct message people. Now, we want to warn you that unless a person is following you, then they're not going to be receiving a direct message from you. It's going to go in their other folder. So you want to try to go for the follow before you direct message anybody, but you can comment on anybody's. So like, for example, Erin just saw the Mom Bod Love girl, and so like she decided like, oh my gosh, like that girl's totally like my vibe. So perhaps she would post on there like, girl, you in your pregnant belly, so beautiful, or whatever. You like, were those professional photos that you had done? ? So she's just starting a conversation. Again, she's not saying anything about health and fitness. She hasn't, even mentioned anything, but she's basically just starting a conversation and asking a question. All right. For me, I did a search for a hashtag teacher life the other day, and this girl popped up. She's super cute. I went to her page and I saw that she has like all these beautiful images about like her teacher life, and she's young, she's brunette, she's whatever, but she was in her most recent post, she was wearing a really pretty dress. And I just wrote, girl, I'm obsessed with your dress. You're super cute. Where did you get that from? And she actually wrote me back. She said, girl, I got that on my mom's closet, And so now here we have this opportunity to continue a conversation. And that's essentially what we're doing. So we want to make sure that we are looking for our ideal people, but then we're building relationships with our ideal people. So I think that liking and commenting is huge, because that like and comment, more than anything, the comment, which is going to get you on their post, and like they're going to get a notification that Erica Buzzer commented about your dress, and then with a question, and then you're going to reply to it. And so and then at that point, I think then you could then go for the follow, and then hope in return they follow you back. And then you could start turning it over to like a direct message like, hey girl, are you on a health and fitness journey too? Or something like that, so you really want to be aware of how Instagram works, because it is different than Facebook. All right. And it is definitely something that is kind of like a new thing for us, but we really hope and we believe if we can do it, you can do it for sure. All right. So hopefully after today, you will have some of those tangible ways you can start working with Instagram. And the one other thing I was going to say that I forgot that I now have remembered is that if you're like going to your Instagram account and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't been on Instagram in like a year, or you're like, I don't even have an Instagram account, then what we recommend is going to your Facebook and looking at your photos and some of the posts that you've made recently, or just throughout, the last 6 months or whatever, and pull the ones that are popular, pull the ones that are within your 5 pillars, pull the ones, and just build the content on your Instagram account. Okay. Because you're going to see people who started Instagram day one who have like 10,000 posts. Obviously, that's probably nobody on our team, but I think Erin might have right around 1,000. I might have right around 1,000. Erin probably has more than me. Or I know Erin has more than me. Again, it's not a competition, but you want to make sure that you have something to look at. So you want to have kind of sort of built some content there, so that when you go to start having interactions with people, you've got something to work with. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're muted, Sweet Pea. Oh, she's still talking. Hey, you're muted.
I thought, sorry, blah, blah, blah.
I'm like, it must be really good to really
stuff too. Like totally delete stuff off your Instagram.
Yes.
If you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's not the right vibe, or that is too product driven, or that's me drinking my shake again and again and again and again, then delete it. So please do that. I do that a lot. Like one of the things that I do is if I post a call to action, I'll leave it up for a couple of days and then I delete it. Number one, because I want people to know that it's a hot commodity, that I'm not going to post that all the time, like an invite, join now. And I'll delete it later too, if I remember. I mean, it's not always perfect, but you can delete stuff and clean it up. So what else? I mean, before we give you your call to action, I just want you to really just to be experimental and don't expect perfection. But to start using Instagram, because I really do think that is the most amazing social media platform for us to connect with the right people so that we can have the opportunity to work with them. I think that in the age group of coaches that are on our team, that is where everyone is, that more people are on Instagram regularly than they are on Facebook. And they are so they're looking for inspiration, motivation, for fitness, for fashion, for everything, not as much for what's going on in the news today. Like they are, it's a happier, Instagram is a way happier place to be. And I think that this is where putting intentional time every day is good. Maybe not, and not abandoning your Facebook, but maybe doing both, and maybe focusing on, every other day or whatever, like works for you. Like you have to make it work for you. But we want you to give it a try. And we want you to use IG stories and start providing a snapshot of your life. And we'll get maybe more detailed about how to use that for your business. Cause I think that's a whole nother lesson. I'm also working with Kelsey, to be honest, to pick a date for her to do some advanced Instagram training for us. And so we just are trying to coordinate dates. So that's where we are on that. And so that could be really great for us. But leaving you today with a call to action. Okay, we're assuming you're going to start using Instagram. So we want you to, here's your call to action, start committing to 2 posts a day on Instagram, and adding to your story 3 to 5 times. And the same thing doesn't go on your story that goes on your post, okay? It's like just so super casual snapshot, fun, real life. That's where your kids, the funny stuff, the whatever you're making for lunch, like that's where that goes, okay? And then we want you to commit to however many days a week, but I mean 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week, follow 3 new people, okay? Intentionally follow 3 people. Comment on 3 of their posts, okay? Leave a comment, follow 3 people, comment on 3 of their posts, and send 3 people a direct message. Okay, now pause for a second. Remember what Erica said about if that person's not your follower, if they're not following you, they're not going to get their message, a direct message in their inbox. So we want you to direct message your followers, the people who are following you right now. Okay, so pick 3 followers. It could be a new follower. It could be an old follower that you're like, I didn't even know that person was following me, right? And you're gonna thank them for following you and giving you that support, because as a coach on your journey, you love inspiring and motivating people, and you're just wondering if they're also on a health and fitness journey. That's simple. Okay, so you're gonna follow 3 people. You're gonna comment on 3 people's posts with a question, like Erica said, with a question. Where'd you get that dress? Love it. And then you're going to send 3 direct messages. Okay, and so those direct messages are going to be to your own followers or people who like or interact with you on your post, and you're thanking them. Okay, so I think that's it. All right, so anything else? Any other questions? Okay, is that it, Erica?
I think we covered it. Hopefully
yes.
You guys found that helpful and useful, and you have some amazing things you can start implementing right now. That was our goal.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Go team.
Spread some IG love, right?
Happen, you guys. Seriously.
All right. So we'll thank you guys so much for watching this call live. And those of you that are watching the playback, we'll make sure that we also Erica is going to upload the links to 2 phenomenal Instagram trainings as well that have been really helpful to both of us. So that will be posted below for where this is posted on the team page for the team call, recording of the team call. So look for those too, because anything we can learn is going to be awesome personal growth for us, for our business. Okay, you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for being here. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.